Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making homemade flatbreads that I will be baking in my electric pizza oven. Baking flatbreads in this thing is totally new to me because I only made pizza in this. But I will see. Maybe it will turn out good, maybe it will turn out not that good, but I just want to see if it's better than my home oven. So anyway, I will be making the flatbread dough in my KitchenAid, and I will explain everything during the video. So let's get started. I'm going to put in my bowl 3 grams of yeast, half a tablespoon of sugar, just a little bit of flour so it will help the yeast activate. Just a little bit, half a tablespoon. And now I'm going to turn on my kitchen scale and put the 2 milliliters and put about 250 milliliters of warm water. Now this kitchen scale is it's 0 milliliters, then 1 milliliters, then 0 milliliters, then 1 milliliter. I'm going to replace it these days. Anyway, 250 milliliters of water, warm water. It shouldn't be too cold or too hot. Here we go. Almost 254, but it's okay. It's okay. Now I'm going to use a whisk and whisk it a little bit. Wait a second, I'm in my other hand. And I'm going to leave it for about 10 minutes or so, or until the yeast is activated. The yeast has been activated, as you can see here. It has a lot of bubbles, that's the point. And now I'm gonna add half a tablespoon of salt. Then I'm gonna mix it. Let's do the other hand. Then I'm gonna mix it a little bit. And then I'm gonna add the flour. I'm gonna turn on my kitchen scale. Come on. Hello. Okay, what's the sign? I don't know. Let's try again. Okay, now it's on milliliters. I need to change it to grams. And I need 180 grams of flour. Yeah. Okay. 184. I'm going to go with my spoon in there. 108. Okay, that's good. And now I'm going to mix it in my stand mixer. Now I'm going to just plug it in. Okay, let's move it a little bit closer. It's so heavy. I think it's good. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit so you can see. Okay, now I'm going to do this, and I need a hook. This hook is in its end of it, like of its lifetime, but it will still work until I buy a new one. Anyway, adjust it here and hop, and I will put it on the first one, or maybe on the second speed. On the second speed, okay. Here is how it looks like at this moment. It's on speed 2. This is the KitchenAid. It says classic, but it's the old one. So it's equivalent to mini for the volume of the bowl. And it's small, but it's so sweet. I like it so much. But if you were going to make something with 1 kilogram of flour, it will be too small for that. I think until maybe 700 grams or so it will be okay, but more than that it will be too much for this mixer because it's really small. So anyway, I'm going to let this incorporate together, and then I will put the rest of the flour in. You can see what type of dough is this. It's not your usual type of dough. It's too sticky, and that's why I said when I didn't have like KitchenAid, I used to use this and then just pull it like this and then turn the ball, and it was really hard, like I was sweaty, totally sweaty when I finished. So it's better to do it with this or with a hand mixer. So eternity later, here we are. So you can see the dough is a bit too runny, so I will add about 1 teaspoon of flour just to see how it goes, because this dough needs to remain sticky, but not this kind of sticky. This is more like a half soup or something. Let's see, just a little bit. There's no lumps, so that's what I've been waiting for actually. That's when you know that the dough is kind of ready. I can just crank up the speed a little bit just for the flour to incorporate faster. Okay, let's see now. You know what? I'm not going to mix it in the mixer anymore, because I will see with my spatula in the end. And I just move it a little bit, because sometimes it's really hard to see, to like measure the consistency of the dough in the stand mixer. So if you're new to this, it will take a lot of practice actually to be able to see how soft the dough is in the stand mixer, especially if you worked by hand for years like I did. So let's see how will this turn out for us. Is it good enough? This is how I used to make this kind of dough, like doing it like this and then turning it. Of course, the ball was normally put on the counter. I'm going to show you, that's why I'm tilting it a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to just knead it. I think it's, I don't know if that's the right word for this type of motion. Let's see. I think it's still a little bit runny. It's really hard to do this. Anyway, so if you're going to make this, and I hope you do, because at least in my home oven it's really tasty, but in the pizza oven I hope the results will be better because of the high temperature. But still, I hope if you make this, you either have a stand mixer or a hand mixer, because doing this really often, if your family loves it, it's really hard. But I think maybe I need a little bit of flour. I will put another almost full teaspoon, and then I will mix it or knead it with my hand, but it's really hard. You just need to do it like in this kind of motion, up and down, up and down. I think it's good. You can see when it's good. I need to show you this because this is really important. Anyway, when it's done, it should be pulling from the bowl, as you can see, but it's still very sticky. So look, when you do round motion and then pull it up, round motion, then pull it up. I will put the recipe in the description, but for the grams of the flour, but it depends on the flour, on the brand, like use all-purpose flour, but not all all-purpose flours are the same. So that's why I added 2 or 3 teaspoons of flour, more than what it says in the recipe. Maybe you will not need to do that. So that's why I'm showing you what it should be looking like. So it's very sticky, as you can see here, but it should be pulling apart from the bowl somewhat easily. Anyway, I think this is done. Here, look what type of dough you should be getting. So it's very sticky and it's still on the spatula. Now comes the easy part, and it is put 1 tablespoon of oil in, and then just scrape it with your hand. Now of course it's not sticking because there's oil in, so that's why I said this is the easy part. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, look, you just need to go under also, look, and then that's it. And because I don't have a top from, is it a top or anyway, I don't know the word. I know the word, but I can't remember now. Anyway, because I don't have a lid, that's a lid. I don't have a lid because my hand is oily, and I will use plastic wrap. I will just oil the rim of the bowl because it's easier for the plastic wrap to stick to it. If it's dry, then it will not stick properly and it will not be that good. It was sealing on top. So let's see. Here's my plastic wrap, and as you can see, because I oiled the bowl, it sticks pretty good. And in some other cases, if I'm making a dough that is not supposed to be oiled on top, I will just put my hand under the water for a little bit and then just do this. And of course it's easier if you have a lid, but if you don't have, it's nothing to worry about. Anyway, I'm going to let this rise for about 20 minutes, and then I will show you what I will do next. And here we are, 20 minutes later. You can see the dough has risen. I will show you. Look, it's pretty good. I'm going to divide the dough in 3 equal parts. That's why I need the kitchen scale. Okay, come on. Okay, it's on grams. Now I'm going to lift the dough quickly and then put it back and then see how much I got. 628 grams. That is 0. And then I will need so how to divide it. Okay, this, you can see how sticky it is. 200, I need 8 grams more. You can see here maybe. 206, 208. Okay, I will make 3 smaller ones because when you make when you divide the dough into 2, you will get like this big flatbread. So I think I will go smaller this time. 238, 225. If you don't want your hands to be like this, you can use kitchen gloves. That's really good. I don't know why I didn't put mine on, but okay, I will handle it. Actually, I really don't like the dough on my fingers, but what can I do? 208, and the third one is 212. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, now I need some kind of, I don't know what it's called, but some kind of plate, something where I should be putting my balls in of dough. Just sprinkle some semolina flour and let's try to make the balls. Let's see. You can see it's sticky, but if it's too sticky, then you should be doing it like a pizza dough, right? Like a pizza dough. Look. And then it shouldn't be sticky that much. Or if it is sticky, you can just oil your hands a little bit. Nothing special. Here we go. It's really hard to work with this kind of dough. I will just oil my hands a little bit. I don't know if the light is good here. I don't know if you can see it. Look. Hop, hop, hop. Just do it quickly. Just do it quickly, and then that's about it. Hop. Just divide them a little bit on the plate or in something that you want to put your dough in. I don't have much, so I'm going with what I have. Okay, let's see. Hop, hop, hop. I need to show you. Of course, I'm making this video on the assumption that you will make it. Let's see if my microphone is working. You need to check everything. Okay. Anyway, this is done. And now I will cover it with a kitchen towel. Wait a second. Here's my kitchen towel. And I will dust it with a little bit of semolina on top. Okay. And then cover it with the kitchen towel and some alu foil. Because the kitchen towel lets the air in, and that's why I'm using also the aluminium foil. Usually in the past I was using plastic wrap, but this type of dough usually sticks to it when it rises, and I don't like that. So for me this actually works pretty well. So I will let it rise for another, oh sorry, I pushed my dishwasher button, so it turned on. Excuse me. So I will let it rise for about 30 minutes, and then it's time to flatten it and then bake it. But while this is resting, I will turn on my pizza oven so it can get to the temperature that I want in about 30 minutes or so. Oh, wait a second, I totally forgot to mention, if you have dough on your kitchen counter, I usually scrape it off with this. My sister gave me this for the cakes, but since I don't have a scraper, I use this and then just scrape the dough off the counter. It's really good. And if you want to buy a normal scraper, I think it's really cheap, but since I have this, I don't mind using it. So anyway, see you in a short time. Here we are, 30 minutes later. My pizza oven is heated up, and the top heater is on 450 and the bottom heater is on 360 degrees Celsius. This is because I don't want my bottom of my flatbread to burn. So I will now make the flatbreads and then bake it. I will need a pizza peel, if that's the correct name for this. So I will launch it with this in the pizza oven. Look at them. They have risen beautifully. Okay, let's do this. Be careful not to deflate the dough. Let's see. It's so hard to do this. And put it on a lot of semolina flour. Okay, it's so flimsy. Okay, now I will flatten it like a pizza, but okay. And now I need my pizza peel. For this, I will dust it with a little bit of semolina, just a little bit. You don't want too much because it will burn in the pizza oven. And I will just flatten it a little bit. Okay, let's do this. Up. Just do it like this. And then it's good. You need to check if it's sticking to the pizza peel. And now it's not. Look, hop, 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 hop. And then you can just blow off the excess semolina so it doesn't burn in the pizza oven. So it needs to be flat. You can see how flat it is. So it doesn't rise too much and then stick to the top heater in the pizza oven. That's my assumption that will happen. And then this will bake. I have a timer here, 2 minutes. Let's see how it's doing. It's been 20 seconds. Look how it's rising. But you need to be careful so it doesn't stick to the top heater. If it rises too quickly, that's what I think, because there's not a lot of room inside of my pizza oven. Hop, hop, it's rising. Look. It's almost ready. Well, the bottom part definitely took more color than the upper part, but it's finished. As you can see, it's not that bad. Look. And somehow it didn't rise so evenly as I thought, but I will try with another one. Maybe the first one is always burnt more easily than the second one and the third one. I will now put it on a kitchen towel and then spray it with some water. Look at the steam. And then just cover it and then leave it. As I already said, this is my first time doing it in a pizza oven, so that's why I'm exploring to see how it will turn out. So I need a bit of semolina, and I need this dough here. I will dust it a little bit. Up, up, up. It's too sticky. Dust a little bit of semolina, on top, and then I will flatten it out. Up. Then I will scrape the excess semolina here, so I can just try to do it as even as possible. Okay, just put it here, and then I will see how the next one will turn out. Let's put it in the oven and see how it behaves. Let's see. Okay for now, but we will see if it will rise normally or if the bottom gets burnt. Let's see how it's doing. Okay. It's doing good for now. Okay, even color this time. I think with the first one, it's actually the stone is very hot, and the first one, like the first piece of dough, just soaks up all the heat from the bottom. And now I think the next one will cook, or how should I say, bake more evenly than the first one. Let's see. You just need to open the oven just so you can be sure. Look, I will put it in 1 second more. Look, this is good. This is good. Now I will spray it with some water. Yeah, look at the first one. Look at how good this is. Look at this air pocket here. I think it's pretty good. The smell is really amazing. And now I will put this one, the new one, the newly baked one, here, and then just spray some water. And then just leave it also with this in a kitchen towel. So I will do the third one, and then we are done. Put the timer on. Look, the bottom. Now it's crispy, but when it's 5 to 10 minutes in the kitchen towel, sprayed with water, it will be much softer. Look at those beauties. Oof, I would eat those. Smell amazing. I would eat those right this moment, but I need to wait a little bit. So put it on top of each other, and then again spray some water. The water helps make the steam inside of the kitchen towel, so it makes it softer. Now I'm done. I have a mess on my kitchen counter. Wait a second. This thing is so good when scraping off excess flour or semolina or dough. Look, now I will wait for a few minutes. Maybe 5 minutes is enough. So we will see the result.